Cam, a couple for you. Your hand okay?
Yeah, it's straight. I just got a little cut like right in the inside, so it just keep opening up.
Obviously, a lot of folks are looking at you as the guy of the defense. Do you consider yourself the leader, the captain of the entire defense?
I wouldn't say I'm the leader, like so-called leader on the defense. I lead that to like a person like Zach or like Brad or one of those guys. But like for the back end, I just try to make sure I stay vocal, just make sure everybody knows my presence is there, and make sure everybody feels it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You and Jam Williams were here together, right?
Yes,
last
sir.
season. What are you looking forward to about getting to go up against him and maybe tackling him a few times?
Really, it's just knowing Jam and like how playful he is and stuff like that. Just going out there, just creating a bond that we already have. I mean, we still going against each other, but at the same time, that's still my dog.
Can we ask your teammates about the best trash talker on the team, and it was an overwhelming majority that it was you. Can you talk about how that kind of gets you going and what that does for your game?
I mean, it really just saying like somebody just saying you can't do something or you can't do this or that. So like just that, and like then when I do it, like of course you gotta hear me. So like just making sure like everybody hears it and sees what I do.
Cam, I know priority number one on Saturday is to win, but just from a defensive standpoint, what does a successful night look like for you guys, not only in the secondary, but just as a unit?
Shutout, that's number one. Just third downs, probably trying to get like at least like if we have 15 third downs, we're trying to get 14 out of 15, like somewhere around that. Like we trying to make sure that we good on third down and stuff like that. So just but those basic things and stopping the run, like keeping the run under probably like a yard or two, like and getting negative plays, like at least every 8 plays. So just making sure that we get those things done.
When you pop the tape in on this Georgia State offense, you know, it's an experienced group, especially up front. What kind of jumps out at you as kind of first impressions of what you're going to be facing Saturday night?
Just a lot more, like a lot of movement with the formations and stuff like that before the snap and after the snap. So just making sure our keys are right, making sure our eyes are right in the right place and stuff like that. Just keep everything simple.
Hey, Cam, you guys, you know, obviously worked so hard to get to this point. You know, you talk so much about the opener. Is it kind of a relief now to sort of get to game week? And what are the emotions like this week for you?
I feel like they're the same, really. I mean, you've been preparing for the same week all year. So, I mean, like it ain't nothing much. It probably would be more of a relief factor to it. But, I mean, I've been feeling the same ever since.
You're listed as the starter at the nickel position. What are the advantages of you playing there in this defense versus just a corner, and what kind of skill set do you feel like you bring specifically that enables you to be best at that position?
Just an aggressive style of play, just trying to disrupt stuff, trying to be like a disruptive person. So just being in that position and then having, I know, like sell and rush outside, I ain't really got to worry about too much. Like, so we can just lock down the whole field and be good.
Yeah, Kim. Last week, Coach Beamer was talking about how important it was for recruits to maybe go watch the first game at night. What can you say about the game day atmosphere at Williams-Brice and what people can kind of expect from that?
Well, now I would say it's like a lot more like modern and stuff like that, like a lot more lights and stuff like that, a lot of videos and stuff like that, just making like it's just a whole experience for the fans and stuff like that. So like coming to Carolina Walk and stuff like that, like it's just kind of better like from when I first got here to now. So.
Cam, we saw Nick and DQ both make the 2 deep at that safety position. Can you talk a little bit about how, you know, what you've seen from them during camp and, you know, whether you feel like they're ready to kind of step into a starting role if they're needed?
If need be, I feel like both of them could go out there and hold their own, stuff like that. So, but like just the one thing that they both have is a big learning curve. Like they came in like knew the defense off a rip, like stuff like that. Just coming in, starting to learn like the formations and stuff, like stuff you can get out of this, stuff that can hurt you out of this coverage, stuff like that. So just learning the ins and outs and stuff, and they getting that down pat and stuff like that. And they playing hard in practice. So when you play hard in practice, it kind of makes the game easier.
Cam, y'all were really good last year at forcing takeaways defensively. Just how replicable is that from year to year, and how confident are you guys in terms of being able to get the ball off opponents?
I mean, it's just the way you practice, just the way you handle day-to-day things, just making sure, like, every rep we getting in 7-on-7 or something like that. We trying to punch the ball, even though we're not tackling and stuff like that. We trying to punch the ball out, or even if it's a tip or it's like the ball on the ground, we going to pick the ball up after the play, after the whistle and stuff like that. So just making sure that we always around the ball, and then when you always around the ball, good things gonna happen.
A little bit off topic, but was curious if you have been watching the Welcome Home series and what have been your takeaways from that.
Oh, I feel like it was. I feel like it could have been like more personal stuff like that. Some of the stuff, but like I feel like it was a well put together show. I kind of like all the like you see everybody personality and stuff like that. You kind of get to know everybody and stuff.